Okay, welcome back to Ion Radio. I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
And today is going to be the first time Ken and I both get to the table Rapid Reinforcements 1.
That's right. It was a fun drop that came not that long ago, and we're kind of excited to get some new content out to the table. So we've decided to put together some fleets, and we've chucked some theme in there. So John, tell us about it.
So I have, as you guys know, we also do Command Stack, which is our podcast we're involved with, so you could go check that out. And I was talking about it before this was released, about how fun it would be to Raddus drop in a Providence. Like, if I could pick a ship, a Providence would be probably my favorite ship to drop in. But you can't, because it wasn't a Rebels. But now it is. So we're going to be Raddus dropping in a Providence on my side of the fleet.
And on my end here, I've got an Imperial fleet with Screed, who, of course, was in the Clone Wars. And he decided he's going to keep his Venator 2 that he was using in those days, along with Darth Vader and a TIE Defender. I'm really anxious to try this one out. I'm curious to see how bad he really is. Or in terms of bad, in terms of good, but...
that good way of bad. Like, he's bad, man. So, big shout out to all of our Patreon members. If you would like to find out more information, there's a link down below in the description.
All right, let's get right to the fleet and then to the action.
Here is my Raddus fleet coming in at 393 points. Raddus is sitting on a Starhawk Battleship Mark I. He has Walix Ballistics and that generic Expert Shield Tech in the co-pilot seats. He has local fire control, flak guns, point defense ion cannons, DBY, 827 heavy turbo laser cannons, and the Unity title that gives me an additional redirect. I then have the Providence carrier as my second ship, which will clearly be my ship that Raddus is dropping in, with Ramus Antilles, Ahsoka Tano, local fire control, ordnance experts, flak guns, hardened bulkheads, auxiliary shield teams, and engine techs. To round out the list, because I had to bring it just to show you her, it is Hera. This is not necessarily an ideal setup for her, but she is bringing with her 3 X-Wings so she can give someone her ability.
Coming in at 400 points, Admiral Screed has his fleet. Screed is on a Raider 1 Corvette with Iden Versio, Flechette torpedoes, and the Corvus title. There is a Venator 2 class Star Destroyer with local fire control, electronic countermeasures, expanded launchers, external racks, and XI-7 turbo lasers. A Gladiator 1, the Demolisher, with ordnance experts and assault proton torpedoes. Gazanti class cruiser flotilla with expanded hangar bays. And 4 squadrons. We have the new Darth Vader and his TIE Defender, Merrick Steele, Colonel Jendon, and Tel Travura.
Because I won the bid and I have a Raddus fleet, I would like to go first. So with that, I took first place and have to take from Ken's objectives, which are Advanced Gunnery, Contested Outpost, and Intel Sweep. I don't really want to face an Expanded Launcher Advanced Gunnery, so I'm going to go with Contested Outpost, because I have no ability to really move around the board to get Intel Sweep. So Contested Outpost is what we're going to be playing.
Thank you for watching Ion Radio. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to like the video. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and bell to get notified every time we release new videos. Come join us on our Discord, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the links are in the video description below. If you want to show support for the channel, check out our merchandise store, where you can purchase a variety of items with the Ion Radio logo. For great-looking acrylic tokens and accessories, head over to Admiral Tater's Ship Shop. You can even pick up a set of token holders and rulers identical to the ones you see in our battle reports. The high-quality game mat in this episode was provided by Imperial Star Shop. Check out his store for this and other game mats for Star Wars Armada.
here is my deployment. Starhawk, speed 2. It's replacing its contain with a redirect, and it gets a free, it's replacing its contain with a salvo, and it gets a free redirect. I just blurred that all together. It also has a pass token, and we're dropping all of our fighters right out front in the front corner there.
Alright, here is Screed's fleet. Screed's on the Raider over here. Everything's moving at speed 2 except the Venator, because it's an old ship. It can only move at speed 1 when it starts. We're contesting a station here. Vader's in the Defender closest to the camera. We're going to see how well this works.
Starting off, we're going with the Starhawk. It's revealing... Oh, I'm not dropping. Surprise. It's revealing a nav. We're going to take it as a token, and we're going to move speed 2 toward that station as we just barrel down on it. Done.
So starting out, we've got the Venator Engineering. We're going to take that as a token and then move up speed 1. Gazanti, nav, we're going to bank that as a token and move ahead speed 2. As I bump my Venator here. Corvus and Screed, nav, dial. We're jumping up to speed 3. Kick around the side like this. Demo, last ship, nav, we're going to take that as a token. We're going to move forward speed 2. Do a little jut like this. And I believe I should be at long range here. We're just out.
Just in.
We're just in. So I get 2 red dice out of the front of demo. 2 crits.
Okay, I have full defense fleet, so we're going to brace it, and we're going to expert shield tech it to 0, and then we're going to salvo you. So a little bit of all my tokens.
Okay.
Here we go. 2 red dice right back at you. For block your evade. And take 2.
Take 2. All right, we're just going to go ahead and brace that. And I'm going to redirect it to the left side here.
Okay, so we're going to activate first Hera, and current rules interpretation is when she activates, every fighter with escort within distance 1 of her becomes Adept 1. That may change by the time we release this video, but currently, that's the way she works. So she's going to move right there, and then this X-Wing that now has Adept is going to move right in front of her like that.
Okay. We're going to move... Where's my 3? Here's my 3. We're going to move Jendon forward. I think Merrick is going to be the next one to move out. He's going to go about here. Clearly within range 5. That's even within 3. Okay.
And then my other 2 X-Wings are just going to snuggle up next to him. Like so.
Vader. And Tell. So I think with Tell... He's what, 4?
Yep.
Make sure I have the right ruler out. I pretty much come up and touch your X-Wings. I'm not going to. Just stay outside the distance. When your flak is blue-black.
Correct.
And then Vader.
So blue-black does reach out to there.
Yeah, but it's just the blue one though, right?
Correct.
I want to avoid any double arc here too with this guy. Man, I'm really gonna move him over.
Yep.
That looks good. And Vader's gonna hang out right by Merrick. Like so.
Okay. So Ken gains a token for the outpost, because he is the closest person to it. Boop, Empire. And that's going to do it for turn 1. Start of turn 2. I go with my ship. I chose not to Raddus drop because this looks really, really bad.
Oh, come on. Demo wants to shoot at it.
Not this turn. Next turn, feel free. So I'm revealing a squadron, so I'm going to activate 3 squadrons, which are all going to be right here. So guess what? Hera is going to activate first. And because Hera's activating first, all the other squadrons get adept. And then we're going to be moving. We're going to be moving outside of engagement range with your escort, and we're going to be attacking Vader. You know, Vader's on the table, and I have this classic thing. I usually kill things before Ken gets to do fun things with it, so we're going to just try to do that. And it's going to be 2 blues, a red, and a black. So, first attack of the new squadron against the other new squadron.
It'll be fun.
For you can have 2 damage against you, Ken.
2 damage. We're going to...
You could just have me re-roll because you do have dodge.
No. Vader does not.
Is this the old version of Vader?
This is Adept 2, Bomber, and Rogue.
Okay, that might be... There were old cards, so maybe that was on the old card. Oh, no, that's Anakin. That's the other Anakin. Ah,
you're thinking younger Vader. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna take 1.
Cool.
I appreciate the thought, though, John.
Well, they're brand new cards, so we got to talk it out.
That's
so then another X-Wing is going to jump over here, and he's going to attack Vader as well. That's 4 dice, but I get a death.
Yeah.
I don't really want adept. Instead, what I do is I block your brace, and you can have 3.
50-50 shot. Go ahead and re-roll one of those. Still 3. Ooh. Vader may not have an opportunity to attack here.
Okay, last one. I don't know if I can escape the... I can move him over there. Hold on, I gotta switch this X-Wing around. And we'll be good.
Plenty good.
Okay, so no special powers have been used yet. So here we go. I use Adept here to reroll this one. And then I block your brace. And I think no matter what you do, you're going to die.
Even if I kill it, that takes Vader out. Wow.
Ooh.
So Vader is not as invincible against 3 X-Wings as we might think.
With Adept reroll.
With Adept reroll.
And this isn't even using Torn Far, which could then be rerolling 2. Which is crazy. So now we're going to make the long-range attack against the front of your Gladiator. And I get 4 red dice. With nothing that I can do to them.
Whoa, okay, let's see if we get 1 or 2.
Straight rolls.
Woo, you got 3.
You got 3 damage against you, Ken.
Alright, well, we're at long range, so we're going to cancel the double.
Yep.
I'm just going to take the crit to the front.
Perfect.
Unless you have a crit effect of some sort.
No.
Okay.
And then I have to move. And I think we're going to move... Okay. Can I move like that? Yeah, we'll do this. Right to there.
So now that Vader has been vanquished, gladiators can activate. Squadrons. I have squadron value of 2, and I have everything in range. So let's go ahead and start with Merrick. And as much as I would love to shoot at Hera, I can't because of escort. So we're going to go after one of the X-Wings. We'll go on the one closest to me. So this guy here first. 2 blues, 2 blacks. Okay. Blue one jumped out. And
you set the
I'm going to
double.
set the double to a crit, and that will do 3 damage.
Yep. Bam, 3 damage.
And then we will activate Jendon and do it again. Two
Change that.
damage.
It's
that will
dead.
take him out. So that's squadrons. Now we're going to fire against the Starhawk. We're going to go my front to the side of the Starhawk. I have 2 red dice because we're at medium range.
Yep, just medium. Just medium.
Yeah, just out of close range. Otherwise, I'd be shooting at you differently.
And then I'm just lining up different what I need to prepare for. Okay, so what hull zone are you attacking into?
We're going to attack your part, your left side.
Okay, perfect.
And I have a crit, and nothing I can really do with that one.
Okay, so I'm going to expert shield text it
Yep,
to 0. And then I'm going to salvo you.
Okay.
With my salvo, I have flat guns, so my black dice get to shoot at long range, so it's going to be 2 reds and a black against your front. 4, I will set that to a crit, and so you're going to take 4 damage.
Wow. We will brace that to 2. Redirect both of that to the side. So 1, 2. Great to have 6 shields there, but now we're moving. We're gonna stay at speed 2. Come in like so. We're gonna have to either float this or
You can just
mark
float it. I'm fine with it. It's not going to ram. It's just straight up that. So
I am gonna overlap Jendon.
okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Clean shot. So we go from my side to your side. 4 black dice. And I have Ordnance Experts and Assault Proton Torpedoes. We are going to definitely Ordnance that, and let's do this too. So we go from 3 damage. What do I come down to? We get 4 with no crits. So we're going to spend a die with Screed, make that into a hit crit. Take 4.
Okay, point defense ion cannon say you can reroll the double.
Yep.
Ah, no! Don't think there's really anything I'm going to be able to do about that, which is frustrating. So we're going to brace it to 2.
Yep.
Then we're going to... This is into my side.
This is into your side.
So we're going to expert shield tech and reduce it. And then we're going to salvo you.
Okay. So we'll use APTs. So what is the crit?
Damage controls. When you overlap a ship or obstacle, deal 1 additional face down damage. That is not what I want.
No.
Okay, and now my salvo against you.
Yes, salvo against me, and this is to my side with 1 shield left.
So 2 reds and a black dice right against you. We're going to take that. We're going to make it into a crit. Take 3.
Well, I'm definitely going to... we have a bunch of that. You can shoot at me. You're player 1. Reroll the crit. Into a double! You bounced one into a double.
So we'll just say...
so 2... Alright, I'm going to just take it. So I lose the shield, and I get 1 hull damage. So we're going to activate the Gazanti. Gazanti, Squadrons. I'm going to take that as a token, because hopefully I can get in range of some of these in a little bit. Maybe. And then moving at speed 2. while we're at it, let's move the Raider. Raider has nav. We're going to use it as the dial. And what I'm going to do is extra click on the first joint. And here we go. Venator, final ship. Nav. We're just going to take that as a token because I'm kind of liking speed 1 here. And we're going to make this long range shot out my front to the front of the Starhawk. 2 red dice. 2. I have no reroll capabilities with this at all, but I do have XI7s. So take 2, John. I could Screed. No, take 2.
Well, if you Screed, then you have to discard a dice.
Yeah, so take 2.
2? I think I'm going to just take 2. Or do I want to...
Not yet.
I will just take the 2.
All right. No second shot. Moving forward 1. And I'm just going to land right on the station, doing pretty much nothing other than hotly contesting it, Joe.
My X-Wing is going to move. We're going to move in to there. You get to attack me, but I'd rather you not moving.
Okay.
And then get to attack me, but that's it.
So Tell is going to go ahead and activate and attack your X-Wing. So that's 3 blues.
Or I'll take the 1.
Yeah.
And then you will collect another token for the station.
That I will.
And that's going to be the end of round 2. Okay, so as you can see, there is a Providence that dropped in. So I've dropped it at distance 2 of myself, and I've also arranged it so that I am not in the front arc of Ken's Venator because there's just way too many extra dice there. So that's where it's going to be. I cannot activate it first. So instead I activate the Starhawk. And the Starhawk is going to be revealing, big surprise, in engineering. With the 4 points that I get, I'm going to spend 3 to get rid of my damage card, because that's horrible. And then I'm going to shift 1 shield from the rear up to the front. That's that. And now we're going to go into some shooting. So we're going to start with my side into the front of this gladiator.
Okay.
And it's going to be 2 reds, 2 blues, and a black. I think it's going to take me 2 shots to kill it, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. It is definitely going to take me 2 shots to kill it. So, we block your... I don't really care. I wish I could change it to something else. We'll block your brace. Take 2.
All right.
Got 2 shields.
Well, there go the 2 front shields. I'll wait. We know the 2 shields are down.
Yep,
Okay.
and then it's going to be my front into your side.
Yep.
Which maybe I should have just gone with this first. That's going to be 4 reds and 2 blues and 2 blacks. It's just a handful. I think I could have rolled the blacks, but it wouldn't have really mattered. There we go.
That's a lot of dice, and I think that's a dead gladiator.
That is a dead gladiator because you only have 4 health, and there's...
You've got 2, 4, 6, oops,
6. I have 9 damage.
8, 9. Yeah, so I could brace that to 4.
And still
Oh,
die.
I've got 1 shield in the rear, though. So, no, I brace that to 5, because you have 9, right?
Yes.
9 braces to 5. We redirect 1 to the rear, and I will take 4.
Including a crit.
Including a crit, which, let's just, for giggles, it's comm noise, so it doesn't matter, but this goes away.
Yes, it does. And now I have to figure out where I want to position myself. I think we're going to be spending the token to drop to speed 1. And I think we're gonna then go over to here. Or do I just go straight? We'll go straight. Right like that.
So here we go with the Venator. I have to activate this next. I've got a concentrate fire. We're going to use it. My first shot's going to be close range, my front to the front of your Starhawk. I do have expanded launchers, so I start out with 4 blacks, 2 blues, 2 reds, and I do have X-Rax that'll come in. A couple blank dice. I don't know if I like that. Let's go ahead and let's use X-Rax here. All right, we're going to confire in another black. Okay, so we have, those are blanks. I don't think I can really do anything else, can I? Fire. No. So, 2, 4, 6, 8. We are going to block the brace. We are going to, then it doesn't really matter after that. One of your salvos. I could spend out one for, we'll do that. Screed, right?
Yep.
So that goes 2, 4, 6, 8. No brace.
Okay, you can, with point defense, re-roll one of the doubles.
Okay, we'll re-roll that one to just 1, so that goes to 7.
Perfect. So we're going to redirect, and by redirect I mean we're just going to reduce it by 1 with expert shield text.
So to 6, yeah.
And then we're going to salvo you.
Okay.
And so I'm going to take 1, and you have a crit in there. I'm going to take 1 crit. So close to not taking any damage.
Almost.
I needed to discard that earlier. So here's the crit. The hull zone with no remaining shields cannot recover shields in it, nor move shields to that hull zone. If the hull zone is defending, EU cannot spend redirects. That is terrible for me.
Well, I don't really have much left in your front arc either.
Well, I can't do anything. It's just going to be everything straight through. That's what's frustrating about it. Okay, so then I salvo.
So you got the salvo.
We make that into a crit. Take
5.
4.
4, right. I still have all that coming in for... We're going to redirect to the left side. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 off the front.
Perfect.
So then we're going to make my side shot into the Providence, I guess. We're going to go after your side because I can't shoot your front because of arcs. I can only do it once per activation, correct?
Correct.
That's great.
So you got to keep the accuracy.
Yeah, I got to keep the accuracy. All right, you can't brace. Take 2.
Redirect and salvo. So we're going to redirect to that far side and then take 1 off.
I'm shooting at this side.
Oh.
So you want to redirect to the rear?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, 2, right?
Well, I can only move 1 because you have XI7,
Right.
so I move 1 there and then I take 1 on the side. And then I salvo you back. This is going to be the evil rainbow, and I really have no dice fixing with it. Can re-roll the black if I feel like it's needed. It's not. Take 4.
Jeez. Okay. We'll brace that to 2. 2.
Okay, and then you just
I
have to
gotta
move.
At speed 1. Oh, I'm gonna squeeze this in here. Put some stuff underneath it so it doesn't spin.
First time for Rebel activated Providence. here we go. It's got an engineering. And Tilly says I get a token for that. And I'm going to take it as an engineering, and I'm going to use 6. So, Ken, could you add 2 shields on that far side because of auxiliary? And then I'm going to bump this side up to 4 to make me super tank, yo. Okay.
Right.
So now I get to make attacks. I have you double arced into your side, so
Yeah, you do.
we're going to take that. So the side of this is a double evil rainbow. And we'll just see what happens. I have Ordnance Experts as my only dice fixing mechanic. Which I don't need. So take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. And let's get beside. I have 1 shield. So we're gonna burn out the brace. We're gonna redirect to the rear, and I'm going to
Salvo me into the
you
side.
back. So that will exhaust my rear shields, because that's 3. So 2 to the rear, 1 to the side. And then I salvo back with Rainbow.
Correct. Oof.
So
Woof.
there we go with 4, and I'm pretty happy with that, John.
I brace that.
Yeah.
Can you just take down the 2 shields that I replaced? That's
That's
the
from
side.
the side. 1, 2. So you're not allowed to have these extra shields, John.
Yeah, I got that impression. Okay, so now we're going to make that front shot into your side. And that's going to be 2 reds, 2 blacks, and a blue dice. And we'll see what happens. 4, we block that, and we block that. And then we're going to re-roll this with
Ordnance.
Ordnance. 4, take 4. No crits, so it's not like the worst thing in the world.
No, but I got to take it because I have no shields and nothing else. I could ECM. What the heck? We'll ECM the salvo, the green one. Yeah, we still have to take 4. And here we go. That's another halfway decent shot. 4 damage, but no.
Redirect. I just have to take all 4 damage. Salvo has done more damage than our normal attacks.
I just said, I think we were just
Okay.
talking about that.
Then I ram you.
Cool. So we both take a damage.
And that's going to be it for that activation.
Alright, so we're activating the Gazanti. Gazanti shows squadrons, and we are within medium range, or try not to knock anything out, of Jendon. So with the 3 squadrons I have with expanded hangars, relay to here, and then activate Jendon. So starting out with Merrick, we're going to go after the X-Wing here on 4.
I take 3.
Yeah, because I can't change. Yeah, it's not going to matter though. So yeah, take 3. The wrong die came up with a crit. And then Tell has to take a shot. Tell is going to make 3 blues. Same X-Wing. He is dead. Tell does get to move because he is rogue.
Well, rogue doesn't matter in this case.
That's true. He's just going to go over here, hang out, say hello to Hera. With Jendon, I'm going to activate and double tap Merrick to go after the other X-Wing. For 2. Normal shots. I'm going to go my front and then my side into the Starhawk. Each one's going to be a blue. First shot. My front and your front. Take 1.
Okay. I will
Salvo.
salvo you.
All right.
Actually, before I do that, you can re-roll the dice. With point defense ion cannons.
Okay.
Okay, now I
Actually,
salvo.
now you're salvo. Okay.
4, take 4.
We will scatter that away. Next shot, my side into your front again.
I think I'm going to just take it because it's too risky at this point. I will discard a salvo
To fire back.
to fire at you again. 4, take 4.
Well, I kind of like this Gazanti living. It's using its abilities here. We're going to scatter that away. And then we've already measured this out. I'm at speed 2. I could land on this asteroid. I've decided not to do that, so I'm going to ram. I will take 1 damage on the Gazanti and stay where I'm at. All right, my final activation is the Raider nav. We're going to use that as the dial. We're going to make 2 shots. My side into your side, my front into your side. The front is obstructed, so I'll start with the side. 1 blue and a black. It's into the side of your Starhawk. You may not salvo hit crit.
Reroll it.
Hit crit.
Still a hit crit. Your hit crits have been annoying. We're going to expert shield tech it and just take 1.
Okay. And then my second will be my front into your side. I'm going to drop a blue. 1 blue, 2 blacks. Oof. Spend that to do that.
Okay, you can re-roll that as well.
PDIC.
Yep.
2 hits.
I'm gonna salvo you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna brace it to 1.
Okay.
Here we go. It's technically
It's
obstructed, so I drop a red. 4, take 2.
I'll just brace it. Take 1. And then we're going to move. I'm going to use the dial here and jump to speed 4. I'm going to do this maneuver to try and get behind the Starhawk.
Gotta air it.
I think I'll just be in your rear arc.
That's what it looks like. Okay, we're gonna go with my fighters. They both have to attack Tell because he has ready defense tokens,
Correct.
which makes him escort. So Hera's gonna go first, which gives her ability to the dude. And hit you with 2 blues, a red, and a black. 4, block your scatter. And you can have 1.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to take 1.
And then the X-Wing's gonna go, and he's gonna hit you with 4 with Adept now. 4, we're gonna re-roll the crit. Block your scatter, you can take 3.
So I will brace that to 2.
You're gonna take 2.
Yep. And then that's end of round.
And I get a token
you get a
because I got
token.
like 1,000 things around that
do.
station. Start of turn 4. And the Starhawk's going to start, and we're revealing an engineering. And with the engineering, we're going to first discard the capacitor failure, because that was horrible for me.
Mm-hmm.
I will also discard Whalix Blissix to gain a salvo back. And then I think we're going to shift a shield from here to the front, because I would like some protection. So with that out of the way, we're going to take this close range shot into the side of this Venator here, and hopefully we have enough to kill it. You have 5 damage right now, so I need 4.
You need 4 total damage, and I have no mitigation whatsoever outside of salvo.
It's mainly red dice, though, Ken, so...
You got some black dice in there.
It's going to be close.
It bounced out as a double.
It's exactly pretty much what I need to kill you. The red dice really betrayed me there.
They did, but they gave you the 1 crit you needed. I'm going to salvo you, just to salvo you.
Okay.
But I'm going to take for 5 damage, that is.
Yep, and the crit actually matters.
The crit is depowered armament. I cannot attack at long range. 2,
Doesn't matter.
4, dead. So, here we go. I have last shot, rainbow, at the Starhawk. You have 1 shield now?
I have 1 shield there, but I can redirect now.
Yes, you can.
That's really all that I had to go first, just in case.
Just in case, yeah. Okay, XI7's still in effect, and... take 4, because I'm not going to Screed that. I mean, I could, but... take that 4.
Okay, point defense says you can reroll the red.
Yep.
Dang it, Ken, really? So I brace it to 2, and I expert shield tech it to 1, and then I just plop out the shield. That's why I had to do what I did.
Alright, so the Venator is now officially dead.
And now I'm going to take my side shot into the front of your little Gazanti. I could shoot out the rear into this, but I just don't think it's as worthwhile. I think I can maybe almost kill the Gazanti because you got rid of the scatter.
I did get rid of the scatter.
That's the only reason I burnt out my salvos was because of that. So we'll see if it benefits me. So 2 reds, 2 blues, and a black dice. And I need 3 damage.
3 damage.
After evading.
Correct.
Or an accuracy. We'll see. There's the accuracy.
On a red die, nonetheless.
And currently I don't have enough damage.
No.
I have the crits.
You
so
do.
We're going to reroll this with... I don't have ordnance experts on this show.
So
that's a 0.
So 0. So 2 crits. So this
Don't
comes
be the
down
structural.
to... yeah, this is going to be funny if this is a structural damage, John. Which it's not. It's injured crew. Choose and discard 1 of your defense tokens.
I think you get rid of that one.
And then flip this card face down. That's not fun. Okay.
Can I ram you?
That was going to be the question. Are you going to ram it?
I cannot.
Oh. It lives for a moment.
I think straight ahead's going to be the answer. Just like that.
Gazanti. Gazanti shows nav. We will take that as the dial. We have this squadron token, which we are going to use. We're still at medium range at Jendon, so we're going to activate Jendon and allow Merrick to shoot at the X-Wing. So I need 3 damage to kill it, which I have.
Boom.
So that's gone. And then we're going to fire into the Starhawk from the Gazanti. So we're going to go my side into your side. So that's 1 blue hit.
Okay, you can re-roll it.
PDIC. Still have a hit. An expert shield tech.
Expert shield tech, and then we're going to salvo you.
Okay.
You have no defense tokens.
I have no defense tokens whatsoever. You need 2 damage on 3 dice that you can fix. I forgot about that.
Bam.
So, 4 damage with crits. So, the first one is taken by a shield. Faulty countermeasures. I cannot spend exhausted defense tokens, but it doesn't matter because the Gazanti is dead. You would have killed it next round anyways. So.
I know, but it got 3 activations when I should have hopefully killed it.
So that's it for him. What's left? Just the Raider?
And my Providence.
So you're next.
Okay, so we're going to reveal an engineering with my Providence. And Tilly says, hey, you get an engineering token. And then I'm going to exhaust Ahsoka to say, actually, take a navigate. So we're going to heal up 2. So we're going to just add those 2 to the front because it doesn't really matter. And then we're going to spend this token to increase our speed to 2. And we're going to then do this maneuver, if you don't mind moving me.
Not at all.
And then because I have used a token, I can engine tech. And actually, I can't do that maneuver. So go back one. This is way worse maneuvering than I thought. So move back to here.
Yep.
And instead, I will do that. It should still be good. So I go there instead, because this thing actually does not move like a Providence.
Yeah.
And then we're going to engine tech, and we'll move right there. So I should be far enough away from it now. So after that, we're basically going to just go play squadrons till the end of the game, and then I collect the tokens for the rest of the round because the Starhawk doesn't need to move anywhere.
Right.
So let's go look at squadrons.
So we're going to activate the Raider, and we are going to move, stay at speed 4. We're going to wind up right over here, which is plenty close to make an attack on the next turn against Hera.
Yes, it is. So let's just roll right into squadron phase. We're going to activate Hera. Hera has to attack Tell, and there's a chance that she could kill him. I need an accuracy and 1 damage.
That's right.
Let's see if I get that. I do not. I get 1 damage.
You get the 1 damage, so I'm going to scatter that away, and then that's it for Hera, right?
Yep, and then you get to attack me.
So here we go. Tell's going to go first. 3 blue dice. 4. 3 hits.
I brace it to 2.
And then we activate Merrick. Merrick, let's see if Merrick can do some serious damage here to Hera. Alright, so we're going to take that, make that into a hit, and we are going to block. I guess your good brace take 3, but you're going to knock that down to 2.
Leaving me at 1. So technically that's the end of the round.
Yep. You'd get a token.
I get a token, and then you activate the Raider and you shoot me with...
Raider's going to shoot you with 2 blacks, right?
Yep.
So that's a
hit. And it kills me.
Yeah.
So at this point, the ships will fly around. You can't kill me. I hold the station for the rest of the turn and collect the rest of the tokens.
Okay.
And we're going to call it there.
Well, that didn't go as either one of us expected.
No, but we have a lot of thoughts.
Because
this is the first time we've used a bunch of these things. So do you want to go first? Or
I'll start with Vader. Vader went down real fast. That evade did not do much of anything. We were talking off film. Both John and I were expecting Vader to eat that up, have 2, maybe 3 health left after the 3 X-Wing attack. He was dead. Double brace would be better. Honestly, the scatter that was originally in there...
Yeah, but that's too cheap for 25 points with Rogue.
Kick the price up, it would have been worth it. Vader didn't do anything. And I think even if he did survive, or if I alpha'd Vader, he would have done a couple damage, maybe taken 1 X-Wing out, and then the other 3 would have still killed him in that same turn. So at the end of the day, I would have destroyed everything by the end of turn 4 instead of having to go into turn 5.
True.
And the squadron battle would be roughly the same. That's kind of my thoughts on Vader. Just died too quick. We need more escorts.
You need more escorts. And I know you spread out your fighters just a little bit too much, but I would still be able to fly to the other side because you only have 1 escort.
Right.
So he really needs 2 escorts. So, like, what other good escort does the Imperials have? Like, we were talking, like, maybe Black Squadron. But that just buys you one attack, which would have saved Vader there.
It would have.
But then, like, he's still really, really injured because he has only 1 real defense token.
Yeah.
And I think when you see both defense tokens, like, I have 2 defense tokens, in your head you think, this is going to be surviving more. But it's not. It's kind of like how Bosk, like, he has 1 defense token and it's just gone.
Right.
And his 7 health goes like, gone. Yep. It's all gone.
Right.
And that's how you have to think of Vader, I think.
I think so.
And he's just going to recklessly fly in there and try to do as much damage to the aces and ships as possible and then fly out. That's kind of how you have to use him.
I think you're right, yeah.
So I think Vader's going to have, even though his stats look amazing, I think he's going to have a learning curve to use properly in fleets.
I'm going to agree. I am curious to try him out in 1 or 2 other fleets, so we'll probably see Vader again. And I know you want to get him to the table.
I do.
But what did you think about being able to drop a Providence, John?
So that was a lot of fun. This entire fleet was just built around the idea that I was going to drop a Providence. And when you drop it in with so many cards, it has a lot of use. I don't think this list is what I would play if I'd actually be flying a Raddus drop list. I showed Ken off screen. We'll go over it in backseat. But I have an entire list of what I would bring if I was actually building this, because I technically had to bring Hera to show her off.
Yeah.
Which just filled up points, which I would have then converted over to more officers and GR75s to give myself tokens and activations, which I needed. Because Starhawk done, your turn.
My turn. Yeah.
Is kind of feel bads, but then I'm first player because then I just crunch in. But it was fun to drop it in. I dropped it in, I knew not where you expected it, like from your side of the table flying in.
Right. I was expecting to go on the other side and take down Screed, the Gazanti, and then come into the Venator. You actually might have completely wiped the board with me if you did that, maybe.
No, because I wouldn't have enough damage to take your Venator. And your Venator with expanded launchers in the front of it with Screed
that was fun.
Is just way too powerful for my Starhawk to just sit there. Because you blocked the brace and you did like 9 damage against me or something crazy.
I have to say, Screed, expanded launchers, and the Venator, and that was a combo I wanted to actually try, was expanded launchers, X-Rax on the front of that Venator shooting out. Yeah, 9 damage. And that was with 3 blank black dice?
Yeah, it was a crazy amount of blanks.
If like instead of... I don't think I could put Ordnance Experts on here, can I? No.
Well, you could, but then you would lose a salvo, and it's kind of important for it.
And I don't know, I might try it with Ordnance Experts. Man, another 4 damage, that Starhawk would have been hurting.
Yeah. So I like the Venator. I'm thinking... I could replace a lot of my ISD builds that just have an ISD because I need a little bit of bulk in them with the Venator, which then lowers my total cost by like 20 points because I usually run the ISD 2s, so that's like, a trillion points, which then opens up for me to add upgrades to different things in most of my fleet. So I'm going to be definitely looking at that. The last thing to talk about is Hera, and I actually thought Hera did pretty good.
I thought so.
This wasn't a full-on Biggs ball. But could you imagine a full-on Biggs ball with this? And then Torin Farr in the background? I'm re-rolling 2 dice.
All the time. I think that would have been an interesting combination to see. Biggs ball, Hera, and get some heavy firepower. She didn't do too bad here, but you really didn't get the opportunity to use Adept very much.
Well, what's nice about her is when you activate her and she spreads it out, which, again, it may change, like everything. It's already... When we released our first thing on it, things have changed twice, so by the time this comes out, who knows, maybe they'll errata it or FAQ it, so this is how it's working right now. But you could also, theoretically, with it the way it's working right now, I could put Adar Talon somewhere and activate her twice.
True.
And technically, the way it's phrased, you gain Adept 1.
Yes.
And when you gain something with a number, you'd increase it. So I could get an X-Wing up to Adept 2, and then Torin on top of it for re-rolling 3 dice. So that's a broken possibility, so hopefully that gets changed. But you could spend the points and you can do that. Like just off the bat, activate her, leave her where she is, and then the next activation, activate her, and then your entire Biggs ball is re-rolling 3 dice in your Torin.
Yeah, that's going to be mean.
Yeah.
Hera was great. The only thought that I had relating, going back to the Providence, was my initial thought was Providence gets dropped, and then you get boarding troopers, Cham. That, I think, would have been another really mean way to drop that Providence in there. No dice fixing, which I think kind of...
I have Ordnance Experts.
Yeah, but that doesn't count when you're rolling a bunch of red dice, too. So, I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed it. It's fun. I'm looking forward to the time that I can use the Rebel Providence. I think that'll be kind of fun and different.
Yeah.
That upgrade's sweet. Really kind of nuts.
Yeah, because it's just like nothing else.
Yeah.
Let's go over the points real fast. I don't think we've talked about that.
No, we haven't. I wound up scoring only 62, which is wiping out all your fighters, and 2 tokens for 40 points, 102 for me.
I had 261 of ships destroyed, 80 of tokens, mainly because I can bully you off the token with like 7 command that I can just drop on it, which is why I picked Contest Outpost, mainly because 1 activation means I don't know anywhere you are, so I can focus in on where you are.
Right.
So I got 80 points of tokens, so 341 for a difference of 239, which is just 19 points into a 9-2.
So if Vader didn't die, it'd be an 8-3, but still a loss on the Imperial side. That's really all there is to it. Not much more you can say about the game itself, but we're really interested to see what you guys think of our takes for our first run at Rapid Reinforcements 1.
Yeah, and have you used Vader, and does he die like that for you as well?
So big shout out to Imperial Star Shop for the new brand new mat that we got. This came out of his Kickstarter. I know you can go check the link down below, and you'll be able to pick one up yourself. This beautiful, gorgeous mat, just like the other ones he has.
Yeah, and then I would like to give a shout out to a local member of our community and one of our subscribers, Wildspace. Dan, thank you very much for the Venator. I've been searching because I wanted to buy so I can paint up specific things for every fleet, and I couldn't really find a Venator locally. And he's like, I have an extra one if you would like to buy it. So he was kind enough to ship it to me, and I bought it off of him. So thank you very much.
So if you're looking for ships, John bought them all.
I did. Whole Chicagoland area.
All right, so if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check us out on all our socials that you can find down below.
Okay, until next time, I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
This is Ion Radio.